Hey everybody, it's Mario Odyssey fan, and today we're going to be doing a video that's a little bit different than normal. We're going to be doing my top favorite games in the Mario series. No, just a little bit. The Super Mario series is probably the longest running video game franchise, and definitely one of the most beloved. And all these years since Mario's first appearance in 1981, he's had a ton of great adventures. I mean, what's not to like about this little plumber who goes around in the Mushroom Kingdom, saving princesses, killing turtles? You know, come on, what's not to love about that? And out of all these years, Mario's had some pretty amazing adventures with his brother Luigi and a ton of other characters from the Mushroom Kingdom and many other areas that Mario's journeyed to. Now, there's a lot that I really enjoy, but there's 10 that I enjoy better than others, and in this video, I'm going to be going over them. Anyway, we're not counting games in the Donkey Kong franchise, but we're counting games that Mario's in. This counts as the main Super Mario series, the Paper Mario series, the Mario Kart series, the Mario Party series, the Mario Sports series, you get it. Anyway, let's go and look at these amazing Mario games. Number 10, Super Mario Land on the Game Boy from 1989. So first of all, I adore this Game Boy game. It's got some of the best music on the Game Boy anyway, and its color remake on the Game Boy Color is nothing short of great. This game is definitely underrated in a sense. First of all, you go to this awesome new place called Sarasaland that hasn't been visited in any other game, and Mario goes to save Princess Daisy from an alien named Tatanga, who wants to take it over and marry Princess Daisy. He's also hypnotized all of the citizens to try and kill Mario, but of course, Mario can save the day. The Goombas, Koopa Troopas, and Piranha Plants from previous games are back, and now one-ups are replaced by hearts, which is pretty awesome. There's even a new flower power-up that gives you the Super Ball, which can kill enemies, break blocks, and collect coins for you, which is an awesome power-up. And I probably said about the music, but it's just really good. Sure, the boss battles may not be the best in this game, but they're still pretty good. And sure, it is a short game with 4 worlds and 3 levels in each, making there being 12 levels in the entire game. But I think the worlds themselves are pretty awesome. You got a world based on Egypt, a world based on the sunken island of Mu. No, I don't really know. There's even one on China and Easter Island. And the superstar music is replaced by the classical music song Can Can, which is so cool. I think a big downside is how Mario controls in this game. If you're not used to playing this game, it may take you a little bit, just because the controls are a little funky and stuff. But it is also because that this is the first game to be on the Game Boy, and it was used as a launch title. And if you bought a Game Boy, this game would come with it. But I can forgive the developers for that. And also, at the end of each level are 2 doors, one on the top and one on the bottom. One on the bottom will just beat the level, but the one on the top will beat the level and then give you a Chutes and Ladders minigame, which will give you a chance to get either a 1-up, a 2-up, a 3-up, or a bouncy ball flower, which are honestly pretty awesome. Number 9, Super Mario Run on mobile. Alright, so this game isn't one of the most well-known ones in the franchise, and to me, it's a bit of an okay game. I like how there's a ton of different characters you can unlock just by building their houses in your kingdom. And as you can see here, I'm playing as Blue Yoshi that I got by building Blue Yoshi's house. Yes, you can actually build your own kingdom in this game. And that's one of the 4 modes. The mode we're playing right now is the story mode, which has your character going to save Princess Peach, or if you're playing as Princess Peach, you go to save Toad from Bowser. It's okay, just you have to basically pay for the whole entire thing. However, Remix 10 does not cost anything, and you can play the whole thing. And Remix 10 is probably one of my favorite modes. First of all, like the name, it's all remixed. Basically, multiple different characters play through different levels on a quest to save Princess Daisy. And this map this game mode is a remix of all the courses from this game, just shortened. But they added 3 star coins in each of them, and it's pretty cool. Also, the music in the background is a remix of different Mario songs throughout the years. And in the end, if you beat it, after beating all 30 worlds, you get Princess Daisy as a playable character, which is really nice. And, best of all, even the Superstar music is remixed. One thing I do like that Mario runs by himself and you have to tap the screen in order to make him jump and stuff. It really makes it feel good, and if you die, you just go into a bubble, like in the other new Super Mario Bros. Games. And people do complain that it has the music from the new Super Mario Bros. Series, but to be honest, I love that series, and I gotta say, the music just works perfectly. And I love the original cave song. The cave song in this is just totally new for this game. And to be honest, I love it. I just don't like how a lot of that pays like $10 in order to get the full game. It is a free game, but you only get a short demo. And then the final game mode is Toad Rally. In this game mode, you voice reverse recordings and ghosts, as they're called, of other people who play the game, and you have to get a higher score than them in order to get more toads to cheer you on. And then if you have more points and more toads, you get all the toads, and you win and get all the toads, allowing them to come to your kingdom and allowing your kingdom to get bigger and level up. This game mode definitely is a cooler one because it's different than the regular other game modes. And hey, it even has Toadette used as the host for it. And it has a pretty cool coin rush mode where coins spew everywhere and the music sounds really cool. However, it's pretty much like the Superstar mode, it's just that you're not invincible, which is kind of sad. Number 8. Mario Super Sluggers on the Wii from 2008. Alright, so this game was originally not supposed to be on the list. However, I played the game again for this video, and I honestly really enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't overly my favorite Mario game of all time, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely fun. I don't know if you know this, but baseball is one of my favorite sports. I'm not the biggest sports fan, but baseball and hockey are probably my favorite sports. And the fact that all the Mario characters get to play baseball in a battle, it's pretty cool. I mainly did the expedition mode until I learned about the story mode that lets you go get new characters as well as go on for a full-length story, which I think is really awesome. And each area you play in, like Mario Stadium, Peach's Ice Garden, Donkey Kong Jungle, Wario City, Yoshi's Park, they're all so cool to play through. The only thing I really just don't like about this game is being on the outfield. I usually play with the nunchuck. If you have a Wii, you probably know what the nunchuck is. You might have played like Mario Kart Wii with it. But I play this game with the nunchuck. And being outfield and having to throw the ball to a certain base can be really annoying, where you have to tilt the nunchuck in the direction of the base you want, and it kind of gets confusing as sometimes the character that's closer to the ball is switched to you, so it gets a little weird and stuff. There's something I just really don't like about this game, which I really do feel bad for, as the game is not that bad. It's a pretty good game. I mean, I hadn't played this for a long time because I've only won twice in Donkey Kong Jungle, but that's about it. Other than that, my cousin Clyde 48, who you know from my series called The Puppet Show, came over to my house one day and we started playing this, and he wanted to take it home to play it again, which I let him. So I unfortunately cannot play this game anymore, so I just found some footage online. It's not overly my favorite Mario game, but it's definitely a fun one. Number 7, Super Mario Bros. 2 on the NES from 1988. All I have to say is, why is this game so underrated? It's so good. Well, first of all, the story is a bit different. Mario has a dream about a land called Subcon, and an evil frog named Mort kidnaps these fairies. However, he wakes up realizing it's a dream. However, the next day, he goes on a picnic with Luigi, Toad, and Peach, and he finds a stairwell to a cave with the door to Subcon in it. So the four of them have to rescue the fairies from Mort. And this is the first time Toad and Peach are actually used as playable characters. And this is the third game in the series, the first being Super Mario Bros. And the second being Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, or Super Mario Bros. 2 if you live in Japan. This game, just like the Lost Levels, gives Luigi some new character traits. He's taller than Mario, and he's slower, but can jump higher. A lot of enemies first appeared in this game, like Shy Guy, Birdo, Pokey, and Bob-omb. And there's some other enemies like Piglet and Tweeter, which we have not seen in Mario games since. To be honest, the music in this game is really good too. And I think the whole level design is pretty cool, and the whole game itself is neat. You have to pick up vegetables from the ground to throw at enemies to kill them, or you can pick up at enemies and throw them at other enemies to kill them. Power blocks and superstars in previous games also appear. However, a lot of the main enemies haven't appeared. Sure, Koopa Troopa shells do come up as a weapon, but they're not real. The other Koopa Troopas don't show up at all in the game. Theory time, boys. And to be honest, the final boss fight against Ward is awesome, but kind of brutal. You throw vegetables in his mouth so he can choke. Okay. Definitely not dark and a little weird. Anyway, and the ending's really nice too. A lot of people hate it, but basically it shows that the whole entire game was just Mario's dream, which I guess it's kind of a bit of an annoying ending to some people, but to be honest, I think it's really nice. And the music that plays when Mario is sleeping is just so beautiful. Wait, but hang on, don't get too excited. This game is literally just a reskin of the NES game Doki Doki Panic that came out in 1987. And it's also named Heart Pounding Panic if you live in America, but many people just call it Doki Doki Panic. This game features the Dream Factory family, Imogen, Lena, Mama, and Papa, jumping into a book to rescue fairies and two kids named Pokey and Peaky from Wart. Now everything is pretty much the same. The levels, the enemies, the music. The main difference is just that the four characters in this were replaced by the 4 Mario characters in the Mario 2 remake. And sure, there's some small things, like in Doki Doki Panic, the top of the vegetables are black, where in Mario 2, the top of the vegetables are red. But to be honest, some people really call that Mario 2 lazy for just copying everything that Doki Doki Panic has, but both of these games I think are really, really cool. Number 6, Super Mario World from 1990 on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh boy, my god, this game is just... Look at how beautiful the colors of this game look. I know the Mario games on the NES don't look as good as this game. I mean, this one definitely holds up its looks for today's standards. And this honestly really shows what the SNES, or SNES, or Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or Super Nintendo, whatever you want to call it, can do. Because this game is just a humongous, crazy sequel to Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES. More on that game later. And anyways, just the music in this game is really amazing. It's pretty much the same song every time, just remixed to fit the theme. Sure, the world map themes are all different, but the songs in level are pretty much the same. This game basically features Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach taking a nice vacation in Dinosaur Land when Bowser follows them and kidnaps Princess Peach. And Mario and Luigi team up with the natives of Dinosaur Land, Yoshis, to go stop Bowser and the Bowser's 7 adopted kids, the Koopalings, to save Yoshi's friends and save Princess Peach. Yes, this is the first game that Yoshi ever appears in. So yeah, his birthday is November 21st, 1990. So, yeah. Recording this a few days after that. Oh well. And This was the first appearance of some characters like the Mecha Koopas, which are robot Koopa Troopers that have appeared in airships in some of the newer Mario games and stuff. I just think that this game is really fun. And if you, to be honest, if you like finding secrets, then you're gonna love this game because there are dozens upon dozens of hidden secrets in this game. It's not even funny how much secrets there are. I have heard a thing that there might be secrets that people haven't found, but people are able to go through the code of the game now, and they can probably find some secrets, so I think all of them have been found. But it is still pretty cool. I just don't think the controls in this game are as good as they could have been. I don't think they're that bad, but I have heard other people complain that the controls in this can be kind of obnoxious, which if you played this, you probably understand what I'm saying. But I don't really want to talk negative about this game. Also, I gotta say, this game has probably one of my favorite castle songs in the entire Mario series. And my god, the final Bowser castle in the game is crazy. Sure, fighting the Koopalings and saving the dinosaur eggs is not that hard. This level, and fighting Bowser on the other hand, is not that easy. I actually love this game so much that I actually made a Lego stop motion on it. And another YouTuber named Terminal Montage made an animation about it. One thing I forgot to mention is the box at the top of the screen. It does keep an item in reserve, which is good and all, but it doesn't compare to the legendary inventory of Super Mario Bros. 3. And I like that you can pick up things and throw them up. That's something that wasn't in any other Mario game until now. And the final boss fight's pretty cool. Bowser comes down on a giant clown car and then starts throwing stuff at you, like giant iron balls or Mecha Koopas, and you have to pick up the Mecha Koopas and then throw them on Bowser, who then knocks Bowser out, and then Princess Peach comes up sometimes and then gives you a super mushroom to help you get points, and there's lightning striking in the background and pretty epic music that's later used in Super Mario Kart. Okay, got a little too excited there. I'm just gonna say this boss fight is pretty cool, and the whole game itself is just so beautiful to look at, and so nice, and so fun, and the only thing I really can complain about is the controls. I do think that maybe the jump button and the spin jump button could have been changed to the jump button and the speed and the run fast button. Just cause I did get that mixed up the first time. But other than that, this game's amazing, okay? Number 5, Super Mario Bros. 3 from 1988 on the NES. Oh boy, where am I even supposed to start with this game?
Yo, I'm a Disney fan, you idiot! You have to start from the beginning, like everybody. Okay, idiot, just do it.
Alright, thank you, mysterious voice. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. We should just start at the beginning of the game. So first of all, my god, this game has got to be one of the best NES games of all time. It is definitely very overrated, but like, I don't even care. To be honest, this is the first not to be honest, seriously, this is the first Mario game to feature a world map. So if you like world maps in video games, thank this game because this is the first game to actually bring it in. It also introduced new power-ups, such as the Tanuki suit and Raccoon suit, that were the first Mario power-ups ever to make you fly, and they were then reused in New Super Mario Bros. 2 on the 3DS, the third game in the new Super Mario series. This game also has the Frog suit that doesn't make you as fast, but it makes you swim very fast underwater. This was later remade into the Penguin suit in New Super Mario Bros. Wii on the Wii. There's also the Hammer Bro suit that turns you into a Hammer Bro. Yes, that turtle that throws hammers at you, you could actually turn into him in this game. And that's probably my favorite power-up in the game. I'm really sad that they never brought that back in the Mario game afterwards, because I would have really liked to see that come back. This game is literally a Broadway play, so as you play it, you're literally making a Broadway play with all the Mario stuff. This is also the first appearance of the P-switch that turns blocks into coins and coins into blocks, which I've seen in a lot of Mario games recently. Not really the 3D ones, but more of the ones in the new Super Mario Bros. Series. And at the end of each level, you play a little short minigame that you get a card to get 1-ups, or If you get 3 stars, you get 5-ups. This is also the one that has like little Toad House mini games that were again used in the new Super Mario Brothers series. The music in this game is really good too. I like listening to it just on a free time. It's short and repetitive, but it like never gets old. There's a lot of really cool things in this. First of all, this is kind of the first time that different worlds were given different themes. Like World 1's Grassland, World 2's Desert Hill, World 3's Oceanside, World 4's Giant Land, which is one of the coolest areas in the whole entire game. Again, using some levels in Soda Jungle and New Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U. This also has the first appearance of Bowser's 7 adopted kids, the Koopalings. The Koopalings, who take over the 7 areas of the Mushroom Kingdom. So yeah, Princess Peach doesn't get captured in this game until the end. After you defeat all 7 Koopalings and save the 7 lands, Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach and takes her to Darkland, which is his realm, and you have to go and rescue her from there. And it has a pretty cool Bowser boss fight where Bowser tries to crush you and you have to let him break blocks to have him fall into a pit of lava. Awesome! This is also the first appearance of a character that I wish people cared more about, Boom Boom, one of the weakest characters in the Mario series. I hope Nintendo improves on his boss fight in the future, if he ever comes back. This also had warp whistles that would let you be able to teleport farther through worlds, which I love the whole entire fact of that existing because it was really cool. It also added one of my favorite things in the entire Mario games, airships. They make a lot of things cooler, like the opening cutscene in Super Mario Galaxy has airships. There's a lot of airship levels in the new Super Mario Brothers series. This game was so amazing, it was even featured in a movie called The Wizard in 1989. And that was honestly a special movie for the game, because the game came out in Japan in 1988. However, North America didn't get it until late 1989, and Europe didn't get it until early 1990. So that was the first time I got to see the game. Number 4, Mario Kart Wii on the Wii from 2008. Alright, so the reason this is high on the list is that I have a lot of nostalgic feels for this game. It was one of the first Mario games I played, although I didn't play it as much as some other Mario games, like New Super Mario Bros. Wii. But I just really enjoy this game, because this is sadly the only Mario Kart game that I've played. I do not have a Nintendo Switch, but hopefully I'll get one for Christmas since it's exactly next month, because I'm recording this on November 25th. So I have to say is that I really adore this game. It just looks so amazing for the Wii. Although it may not look as good as Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it still does look pretty good. And I gotta say, it's one of the best looking games on the Wii. And they're not the best tracks sometimes in here, like SNES Mario Circuit 3, Luigi Circuit, DS Yoshi Falls. And again, there are some really good ones, like Daisy Circuit, Dry Ruins, Moonview Highway, all 3 Bowser Castle tracks, Rainbow Road, Sherbet Land, Grumble Volcano. The list of good and bad ones just goes on and on. And I've spent hours upon hours trying to get all the characters and vehicles in this game. And I have beaten every cup in 50cc, 100cc, 150cc, and Mirror. So I've actually pretty much beaten this game. However, the reason I've kind of gotten bored of playing it is that I just played it so much that it just kind of got old after playing it for a long time. Which I just feel bad for, because the game is definitely really, really nice. But if you play it for 2 months straight without playing any other game, you definitely will get a little bit bored of it, I'll tell you that much. Number 3, New Super Mario Bros. Wii on the Wii from 2009. Yes, you heard me right. I actually like the new Super Mario Bros. Series. For all of you who don't, well, you're just going to probably get triggered by mostly the rest of this video, besides number 2, and one of the honorable mentions. Anyway, this was the first video game I ever played, and the first Mario game I played. Obviously, if it's the first video game I played, it's the first Mario game I played. And my God, when I was little, I spent hours playing this game. Seriously, I loved playing this game with my mom. My brother didn't really play it that much, but my God, I enjoyed every second of playing this game. Okay, maybe it didn't do too much to stand out from New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. And that's what many people complain about in this game, is that it's just not as good as the one on the DS. But to be honest, I really never really mind. I never really ever thought that was ever a problem. I just love the music in this game is amazing. People say the level design isn't that good, but I think some of the levels are really cool, especially once you get to World 7 and World 8. And World 6 has some pretty unique levels too. Okay, sure, maybe it does use the same themes from DS, like grass, desert, beach, snow, jungle, rock, clouds, volcano, and space. But I still think it was I think all the stages were pretty cool, and I like those themes too, because they kind of feel like just a normal kind of Mushroom Kingdom setting that they're supposed to be. This is also the first time the Koopalings came back after Super Mario World, and their boss fight I actually didn't think were that bad. Sure, they might have been a little mediocre, especially fighting Larry Koopa, but they weren't that bad as everyone says they are. This is also the first time the Mario enemy called the Bram Brawl appeared. Yeah, go look up an image of him after this. He's pretty creepy looking. Like I say, I really like some of the levels, like 4-airship, 6-airship, 8-airship, 8-castle, 7-castle, 8-1, 8-7. Alright, I just named a lot. Alright, that's too much. I think the best Koopaling boss fight is against Ludwig von Koopa in 7-castle in the Cloud World. His battle in the tower is pretty cool, but I think his castle one's better. And fighting Kamek, the Magic Koopa, in the tower in the volcano is also pretty awesome. I just think probably the worst boss fight was probably against Larry. That was pretty much it. All the other ones were pretty good. Wendy was a more easier version of her boss fight from Super Mario Bros. 3. That was okay. I just loved finding all the star coins in this level, playing through each level, each world, listening to the music. I just love this game so much. And let me just talk about fighting Bowser at the end. It's not really a boss fight, but you come to this little room with tiny Bowser and you drop him into a pit of lava. However, Kamek the Magic Koopa was pretending to be Princess Peach and uses magic on Bowser, turning Bowser giant. And you have to run through this level as Bowser uses his ginormous fireballs to wreck the castle. Eventually, you'll find Princess Peach step on a button and have him drown inside the lava as the ceiling crushes him. And there's some pretty epic music that plays in the background during this part. And it's not overly a boss fight too much, and it's not the hardest thing ever, but I just think it's so cool. This is probably one of my highlights of this, especially playing this again with my cousin and playing this final boss. It was so cool. And when I was little, I thought all the statues of the Bowsers, Koopa Troopas, and Goombas in the background, they all kind of scared me. I was honestly afraid of this level. Heck, I couldn't beat it for a long time when I was little. I had to have that thing called the Super Guide beat it. Yeah, that's how bad I was at this thing. Then again, I was little. This game is really good. If you have a Wii and you're a Mario fan, I definitely would decide and check this one out. And one thing many people forget is that this is the first Mario game to feature 4-player co-op. Yes, the characters are Mario, Luigi, and Yellow Toad and Blue Toad. I honestly never personally thought that they were that bad. Other people say that it was kind of a lazy choice, which I mean, it was kind of weird to add 2 Toads as the other playable characters with not 2 original names. But to be honest, I still just enjoy playing as Mario, Luigi, Yellow Toad, and Blue Toad. I think it was always pretty cool. Number 2, Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii from 2010. Wait, what? Mario Galaxy 2? The game I got for Christmas one year, absolutely hated, and thought I never would want to come back to, but I went back to it and absolutely loved it and wanted to put it for number 2 on this list? Yeah, that's right. I got this for Christmas one year, and I was so excited to play another Mario game on my Wii. However, I wasn't so used to the 3D because this is the only this and Mario 64 are the only 3D Mario games that I've actually played. And since I wasn't really used to the 3D formula, I didn't really get it. And I wasn't overly a huge fan of going back through each galaxy and getting the 3 power stars. And there was a lot of puzzle solving that was hard for back when I was little. So I kind of gave up on this game, and I feel like this game was actually the downfall of me stopping liking Mario games. Because it's kind of sad, because this game is amazing. The music, the graphics, seriously. This is pretty much the best graphics on the Wii I've ever seen. Like, look at these. These don't even look... I never thought I'd be seeing a Wii game look like this. This looks like... Alright, well, I wouldn't say Switch standards, but it does look like a Wii U game more than a Wii game. It still looks really, really well done. And I gotta say, every single song in this game just sounds so great. Of course, nothing can compare to the music of Gusty Garden Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 1, which, after playing this, I want to get Super Mario 3D All-Stars in the Switch for Christmas because I want to play Super Mario Galaxy 1 after playing this one. So sadly, I haven't yet. Yes, I have a Wii, but I don't have Galaxy 1. That is very sad. I mean, yes, none of the music can compare to Gusty Garden Galaxy's music from Super Mario Galaxy 1. But there are some good songs in this, like the song for Cloudy Court Galaxy and Fluffy Bluff Galaxy. It is the same song, and it's pretty awesome. There's some other ones, like the song that plays in Spin Day Galaxy that also plays in Boulder Bowl Galaxy. It's the same song, and it's still pretty good. And let's not forget about the music in the Bowser Jr. and Bowser levels. I really like how each world has so much galaxies to explore. Sure, the galaxies only have 3 power stars in each, but the galaxies themselves are pretty cool. Except for Rolling Masterpiece Galaxy, I hate that place so much. Don't ever make me play that again, ever, Nintendo. Please. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, it's kind of cool how we meet this purple star thing called Lubba, and he has this thing called Starship Mario, and we have to go to different galaxies to get power stars in order to put inside the rocket as fuel to travel through time and space in order to save Princess Peach from Bowser, who's now locked up in a place called Bowser's Galaxy Generator, all the way on the other side of the universe. And my God, is it a wild ride going through all these galaxies, trying out these awesome power-ups, having Yoshi in galaxies like Yoshi Star Galaxy and many others. Sure, maybe not every galaxy is the best, but their visuals and a lot of the mechanics in this are pretty good. And I just had so much fun. The one thing I really had a big problem with was the prankster comets. So in each galaxy, there's a thing called a comet medal, and finding it in the galaxy will give you a thing called a prankster comet later in the game that will take over the galaxy and give you the level that will get you the 3rd power star. I do like this concept by making the level a harder version. However, the levels sometimes are really, really annoying, especially the one in Tall Trunk Galaxy, Rolling Masterpiece Galaxy, the Bowser Jr. and Bowser levels. Heck, some levels I've actually started to hate more because of how much the prankster comments bothered me. But I didn't want to let those bother me because I just love this game. It's so fun, so creative, and after playing it, I so badly want to play the first one. Also, another thing I did want to put in is I hate the 2-player mode in this game. Player 1 controls Mario, or Luigi, because sometimes you can turn to Luigi in the game. It's definitely nice. But the second player plays as an orange Luma. The Lumas are these little star things that appear, and they are the kids of Rosalina, the space goddess. But basically, the second player who plays as the orange Luma can barely do anything, and it's not fair to people. Like, I was playing as Mario and my brother was playing as the orange Luma, and he could barely do anything. It was kind of unfair. So that's something I definitely don't like about this game, but then again, it's still pretty good. Before we get to my number 1 favorite Mario game, these are 2 honorable mentions. These are 2 Mario games that I did really enjoy. They didn't quite make the list, but I still want to do a quick little talk about them. New Super Mario Bros. From 2006 on the Nintendo DS. This was the first new Super Mario Bros. Game, and then again, it was the one that inspired the Wii one. So then again, I really do still have to like this one just because of that. But I mean, I just thought this game was really fun overall. Although I didn't enjoy it as much as some other new Super Mario Bros. Games, I definitely thought this one was fun and stuff. And I mean, it was the first game to add star coins in. And no, the dragon coins from Super Mario World don't count, because getting 5 of them would give you an extra life. The star coins in this gives you extra toad houses or extra levels by putting them in by a sign, which is pretty cool. And again, just like all the other new Super Mario Bros. Games, it has pretty good music. It has a lot of secrets. Finding each of the 3 star coins in each level is fun. Sure, maybe fighting Bowser Jr. wasn't as fun as fighting the Koopalings in the other games, but this game did have original bosses other than the Koopalings, which I thought was cool. I definitely do like the Koopalings as characters, though. I kind of don't understand why people hate on them so much, but I definitely can respect the original bosses that were in this. Super Mario Maker 2 from 2019 on the Nintendo Switch. Ever since the earliest Mario games, so much Mario fans have wanted to make their own Mario levels and games. And this one, you can do that. Just Mario Maker 2 just takes everything that was good about the Mario Maker on the Wii U and the Mario Maker on the Nintendo 3DS and just makes it so much better. You can make your levels look like 5 different Mario games. You can choose so much. You can have so much themes like deserts, grass, snow, jungle, airship, castle. This keeps going. You can even add your levels to a world map. That way you can design your own Mario game. There's so much stuff you can add in, like bosses, enemies, items, power-ups. And you can even add sound effects to your level too. You can change the time. You can do co-op. I can just go on and on about what this game has. And sure, Nintendo might not update it since there has been a lot of things that are missing. Sure, the last main update was in April of 2020, and then there was a small update in July of 2020, but I don't know if they're going to be updating it anytime after. But the amount of stuff that's already in the game is just so great. I love it. Alright, and now we're coming to my number 1 pick. Oh boy. Some people out there are going to be really mad with this pick. Yup, new Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U from 2012 is my favorite Mario game. And I'm gonna explain, okay? For all of you who are mad about this, I'm going to explain, okay? So, this time, the opening cutscene is similar to the Wii one. Basically, the characters are just having a nice party inside Peach's castle, and all of a sudden, Bowser and the Koopalings fly in on the airships and start bombing Princess Peach's castle. Yeah, that's really nice of you guys. And all of a sudden, Bowser uses an arm that he added to his airship for some reason to reach into the castle, and instead of kidnapping Princess Peach, he takes over Princess Peach's castle and throws Mario, Luigi, Yellow Toad, and Blue Toad across the Mushroom Kingdom all the way to Acorn Plains on the other side. Yeah. Eventually, they hit a tree that unleashes the Super Acorn that will turn them into flying squirrels. It's the new power-up that's added in the game. Don't ask me, ask Nintendo. It's their pick. And the rest of the game features the 4 of them trying to get back to Peach's castle by crossing the kingdom. People do say it was a missed opportunity to have it start where you start in the volcano and end in the grass, which would be a cool theme, but I think to keep with the regular whole thing, I think it's perfect the way it is. I know this is weird to say, but I like that each area has a food name. Acorn Plains, Layer Cake Desert, Sparkling Waters, Soda Jungle, Frosted Glacier, Rock Candy Mines, Maroon Clouds, and then Peach's Castle and Superstar Road. Those aren't food names, but the rest are. I think that was always cool, and I really like the Flying Squirrel power-up. It's pretty cool. I think the backgrounds look really good, and I think the graphics look good. Again, this is probably just me being stuck with the Wii all my life and thinking that the graphics in this look amazing because people say they don't look as good as the other games on the Wii U. Which, sure, it doesn't look as good as Mario Kart 8, which is also on the Wii U. But I still think this game looks pretty good, and I really love looking at those backgrounds. This game did introduce the flying squirrel character called Waddle Wing, and it did introduce some new songs, but it did use some other ones from Wii. But the ones from Wii are just so good, and the new ones are also so good. I Out of the new ones, my favorite is probably the snow theme. I love it so much. I had so much fun playing this with my cousin Cloud48. This is actually, playing this with him was probably the most fun of a Mario game I've ever played. Sure, you do have to get the star coins like in the other new Super Mario Bros. Games to unlock levels in Superstar Road, aka the final world. But okay, the worlds, they're just so cool. I love it all. Also, this is going to sound weird, but I think the Koopaling boss fights in this were actually probably the best out of all the Koopalings fights ever. Lemmy throws bombs at you. Morton smacks a pokey at you and tries to make ground pound you so that way you can get electrocuted and stop moving. The only thing I hate about this is I feel so bad for that poor pokey. I'm sorry, bro. You fight Larry in a room of his airship that's flooded. You fight Wendy in a room of her airship that she turned into an ice skating rink. You fight Iggy in a room in his airship that's completely covered by lava, and he uses magic to spawn in blargs, and he can walk on the floor and the ceiling. You fight Roy on the crow's nest of his airship as he shoots bullet bills at you and you can jump on these small boat things. You fight Ludwig in the crow's nest of his airship, and he makes 2 fake ones, and the real one shoots 3 magic balls, while the fake ones shoot 2. Yeah. And in the end, when you get to Peach's castle, the beautiful water moat is turned to lava, and the whole place is covered in a tornado. My god, this has one of my favorite levels in the game called Red Hot Elevator Ride. I think it's awesome. And all the meteors coming down is awesome. And heck, you even get the volcano theme from New Super Mario Bros. Wii playing in the background during this. Heck, you even go into her basement, which is now a lava cave. I love this world so much. And to be honest, I think the final boss battle in this is the best out of the new Super Mario Bros. Series. Basically, you fight Bowser Jr. and Giant Bowser on the top of Peach's castle. You have to get Bowser Jr. out of the clown car when he comes down, hijack the clown car, and use it to drop on Bowser and hit him. Eventually hitting him 3 times, he'll fall into a pool of lava, which is behind him. He spits out giant lava meteors, and you get a beautiful background during the scene as you can see the castle, the tornado, and the hills of the grasslands. And you get some pretty epic music during this. I love it so much. Heck, this game is part of a trilogy. A year later, New Super Luigi U was remade as a DLC for this game, and we even made it its own separate copy. It was pretty much the same game, however, each level had 100 seconds. Mario was removed and replaced by Nabbit, this criminal bunny that you have to stop in the main New Super Mario Bros. U. And the levels are shorter but harder. And like I said, you get 100 seconds. And heck, now on the Nintendo Switch, there's New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which has both of them and adds Toadette as a new playable character. So as you can see, I love this game, and honestly, there's a ton of great Mario games out there. And now that I think about it, holy cow, this video is long. It's over 40 minutes. Jeez. Alright, I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye.